That's the problem. Is you don't just like entirely let it be, because no two teams are going to want to completely finish a fight when nobody else is fighting.
Well, I
then
think
you
you guys
just
were
lose the
on
game.
that hill as well.
Like every team just full sent other teams other than Green, so Green kind of just got a free win when they could have easily lost if like any team just decided
it's
to
hard
will
to
be fighting them.
stand your ground as a team of 3 against a team of 4, and like
That's
there's
what I
no
was
weak
saying,
link on
yeah.
the team of 4, so it's like you.
But there was weakling on that team before.
Joseph was the worst player, and he wasn't even playing awful in this.
If
at all.
If the weak link requires you to all in and like trade, then like you're still gonna lose, even if you make the game like not.
Yeah, man. I mean, I know it's kind of part of like modern UHC where like teams aren't willing to like do sacrifice to help take down a team because they want to get their kills and stuff.
I didn't want to cross team on them because people were saying cross team on them in chat earlier, and it was kind of looking like it was gonna have to be cross teamed on, but I didn't want to.
Yeah, no, you didn't have like to no team like cross team wasn't required. It was just required a team to decide to fight them, but like no team decided to fight them.
I know what would have happened if we started like targeting them, and then people would have just been complaining in chat probably because we targeted them. So I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, like if
tough
it was
game,
like
tough game.
3v3, regardless of what 3 were alive on the green team, we would have taken the fight probably.
That's literally why we fought your team, because we thought, oh, it's a 3v3, we can actually have a chance in this fight.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know how much healing Green had. They had so many kills. How were we going to know how much healing they had?
Yeah. It did turn out to be close between everybody, though, which is good.
When you see a numbers game out advantage, you just don't want to take that no matter what, basically, most of the time. Unless they're, like, very low.
Yeah, and I mean, like, Crow's just so smart. Like, Crow, when you were fighting us on that hill and you went by yourself, were you hoping that we would push you?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I knew it. Like, he was trying to give us an opportunity. He was trying to give us an opportunity to go for him, just because if we went for him, then it would turn into a 3v4.
It was never worth it. Never worth it.
We started fighting them on the hill, and we left because we thought you guys were just going to continue fighting, and then all of a sudden I just see them, like, behind us at F5, like, 100 blocks away.
Yeah.
Yo, that PvE was insane.
Yeah, it was.
Dude, Lex.
I didn't see any mobs.
I've never seen Lex.
What? You got lucky, man. Oh
Lex
my
got so upset because she was getting shot through her shield consistently, and I don't know how.
It's stupid 1.20.1 where they can, or 1.20.8 where they could just like hit like the pixel that your shield isn't covering, and it happens all the time with skeletons.
She lost like so much healing through that.
Yeah, we lost like
the worst mob.
I just kept getting shot fully through my shield.
I genuinely think we might have spent about 15 gaps on PvE.
Yeah,
like I spent like 5 gaps on PvE before dying to it.
Bro, Lex was just like Lex was literally at the end of the game. She's like, I want to go eat my Culvers. I'm gonna go in. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Like did you see my death clip yet, Channing?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god. I did not one up the boat incident, but this is bad.
Yeah, Lewis, I didn't want to win by cross teaming on green. That's why, like, everyone was saying cross team earlier, and I was like, I don't want to cross team on them. So,
no,
like,
it was never close. We weren't winning that. We didn't.
I mean, there was no healing left at the end. At least.
Want to do that.
Well,
that's why
we didn't have much healing at all.
We 3v3 the team.
I think there's some stuff that could have gone differently in the game where they could have lost. Like, there's a bunch of people that just ran away instead of fighting back. Like, I don't know. Like the small amount of damage that people would have done by trying to take shots from time to time could have like made a difference.
I also think the terrain is like so open that it's hard for you to make like a move on another team without them seeing you from 100 blocks away and running somewhere else. Like
I think shields are crazy.
Well, yeah.
What?
I didn't have any.
Shields are crazy.
No, I mean like at the very end, I had no option but to die to Broseph because I was on half a heart and he was just shielding right in front of me when I had like a vantage point on him. I couldn't.
I will say, Joseph saying he was the worst player on the server is crazy.
Need a crossbow.
Yeah. Look. We said that green team was gonna win. They did, and they got 13 fucking kills. So.
I mean,
they weren't even a broken
we got
team,
really
though, like,
lucky with caving because we had a crazy amount of gear, but we had no healing at all.
I had half prot 3
They found us while we were meeting up on surface.
Yeah,
so, like we just couldn't win because they just got us on like such a bad point.
When
They're
Brody
like-
came in chat, the ore rates weren't that bad. Were like pretty bad still, and I was like, oh. I'm
Well,
gonna
I did
get flooded.
50-50, and it was fine in the other seasons, but this one seemed to. I maybe like this data pack boosts all rates, and I didn't know.
Lex was like full 3/4 episode.
It does
one.
not. The ore rates are vanilla in this data pack.
Yeah, but like the other ones were also vanilla, and I did 50-50 and it was fine. But like maybe the zombies made it harder.
I think the zombies made it harder.
Yeah, so maybe we need to be
Gold
Zombies.
felt very rare.
maybe 70 or like on
I'll
diamond.
probably, honestly, at this rate, I'm thinking about 75 to 80% removed at this point.
Maybe gold was fine. I think 50
Gold
gold
was fine. Gold was
Yeah,
fine.
gold was fine. I mean, we found a
50% for gold.
The
was
gold,
perfect.
yeah, we found a lot of gold. It's just we had to use it all because of PvE. That's what most teams were doing. Was just because there were so many mobs in the caves that they use all.
Yeah, at least the PvE wasn't the downside of this season. There's
no downside to the season. I'll say it.
Wow.
Steamrolls happen. Who gives a fuck?
It happens. At this point, you might as well just GG go next at this point as for like next season.
and
It barely is a steamroll now. Like
So,
because we beat one team.
It wasn't-
Meet up.
It wasn't
and,
like terrible.
So
There was some-
my thoughts are this: it's Green could have died at like 7 different opportunities.
I mean, anybody can die.
I think-
at
I
any
think some
no,
point,
like I
but,
meant like going into meetup, Green had every like. Immediately after I died, I looked at all of Green's team, and each one of them had 1 gap, and one person had 1 head.
Yeah.
It's just after I died, nobody fought Green. Well, like not.
Yeah,
that's not
yeah,
like
no,
that,
like,
one fought
everyone had,
Green, but,
like, equal or more healing, maybe other than like
purple and
one
blue
team.
fighting kind of just
To be fair-
gave them. But then immediately after Devoid
I re-
dying, then it became a very good possibility for Green just to die immediately there.
Our perspective is that we took like an obscene amount of PvE damage and had 1 gap each, so we had absolutely no reason to think that anybody else would have the similar healing to us.
We had
Yeah,
5
like,
gaps each going to
I think what Greep said in the spec chat, the reason why Purple was running so much was because you guys.
Schmidley is a coward. We know.
That is
No,
you guys
because
didn't
we-
think you had good healing compared to
Yeah.
the Green team, but
We thought that
You guys
At one point,
actually had-
at one point, you gotta take a risk. Like
you
there
guys
was a
actually
point where,
had
like,
more healing than they did. Like
So was
for a
so
good
was our
portion.
Fruit Logic's team the only teams that had healing basically then?
After
I wanted to fight
guess
Fruit Logic's team. to kill
after
them for the-
Devoid died,
We're the ones that. had
the
most,
only I
guess.
think one person on Green team had healing. I think it was. Crow
Yeah, I mean,
with
there's
one
a point where like running to like to find a better option just hurts the season than like trying to take a fight.
You guys just ended up taking like a lot of poke damage, but I feel like if like at least like blue and purple, if you guys did end up fighting Green team like at the same time instead of fighting each other,
We
Green
tried to-
team was dead in its
We
own
we
right.
actually tried to help fight Green Team at one point, but then fucking Crow pearled away or
Yeah.
The pearls.
Crow
But
There
do
was
you
like
Oh
want-
yeah, I got like pearled on so many times. by
dude,
purple.
10
We-
pearls in like
me
1
and-
minute. It was crazy.
Me and Bolt killed 7 Endermen with 0 Ender Pearls.
But do you want Green Team to lose because the whole game is cross teaming on them?
Yeah, that was the thing. Like if we
Green had every right to lose this game, even though it didn't feel like it in the game. Like how, like even when we were running, like
I just
it's
didn't
just
wanna
for
cross
us. It
on
was really unlucky. Anytime we went to 0-0 or anything, it was like immediately we would run into Green Team.
I think if the armor was,
I mean,
if like everybody wasn't in full diamond, then Green Team gets crossed on, and then people have less fun. But since everybody had equal like gear, at least visually, and the only way to find out how much healing.
Yeah, there wasn't like
fight
a
them,
clear
there's, like-
target.
I just
So-
hate that there's a lot of rounds where people just cross team on
Yeah,
people.
it-
Well, that's
I-
just UHC now, anyways. Like public games or private games
mean,
or
there's-
RRs,
there's-
like
there's-
people
there's no
cross team on the best
perfect
player, the
solution.
person with the most amount
Yeah.
of like, gear. So like
Yeah,
it's
that's-
even like super
I know
popular
there's
in
no
Half
perfect
White.
solution, but I
where,
try
like,
not to
someone's got
cross
a
team
bunch
on
of
people in
legendaries.
rounds.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't do it. I was actively saying in my comms, and my teammates were disagreeing with me, but I was saying like I'm not cross teaming on them, and then my team.
I was literally saying I'm not gonna cross team on them no matter what. Basically,
all I said was I'm gonna shoot at green and not.
No, but
focus on other
you
people.
and Marco were telling me that like
I gotta
the way
say
to win
though,
was cross-teaming
Brosive
on
didn't
them.
take any damage.
I said, yeah, it's
because,
probably
like,
the way to
people
win.
were shooting at other people for a long time. I think
So
like same thing. After Devoy died, I think the only time he took damage was at the very, very end. Shoot,
That's
like,
the thing.
Broseph
When
wasn't
you're in a
taking
bow
damage.
fight against a team, the person the worst, like usually the most of the time, if you're like not like the best player on the team, you don't get hit as much. Like.
All right, I'm leaving. Thanks for hosting.
Whenever
same.
I'm in a
I
bow
gotta
fight, I feel
go.
like I'm
Talk to you
always
guys later.
getting 2v1 bow fought.
The reason that Broseph wasn't taking damage is because we were really trying to theory craft whether or not they had heads or not. So we kept putting shots into Crow and Crest to see if we could get them below 6 hearts. But their armor was so tanky that it took like 10 shots to get them from 7 to 5.
Yeah, both did like a 3/4 like charge shot.
Yeah, I'm
and
assuming that probably helps
3%.
you like killing our whole team, so you can like anvil your armors together.
I mean, I wasn't really trying to shoot you. I was mostly just trying to take your
Buboy did
arrows
not deserve
because
this.
Bolt was also shooting at us, and I wanted my team to have a 2v2 or something while like 3 of you were shooting at me, which was kind of happening. So I was doing a lot of shielding
So-
and whatnot.
I was like, as much as it really feels like Green steamrolled, they kind of didn't at the same time.
There's only
I mean,
one.
they got-
fight
they got
there's only
13
there's
they
only
got
one
13 out
fight
of
they
20
fully
kills.
win. Well, yeah, but it's not really a steamroll where they dominated everything because they only they only fought our team really in a real fight, and every other like kills were kind of like in a clusterfuck where everyone was just running around and.
So like
I feel like that's the definition
Dude,
of
I
a
felt so
steamroll.
bad. Mark Buboy
That's
was
not really a
enchanted
steamroll
full
because
iron.
like they didn't take like team fights one by one. They just like there was like one fight where like everyone was just shooting at each other and they just happened to grab more kills, but like
Well,
they
when
weren't
your
really
team died, Brody, I
steamrolling.
was like, oh, your team probably died with a lot of healing because
I do gotta say,
I think Kirby dropped like 30 gold or something like
Yeah,
that.
he
so-
got 30 gold, which got us everything.
I will say when this intro comes out, they're gonna look at that and in spoiler chat, it's gonna or release hype. It's gonna be a lot of people saying, I mean, I'm just gonna say
I really don't think Green Team was that crazy.
I don't
like
think it's that crazy. Devoy is not that good at this.
I mean, y'all saw me in the arena. I wasn't getting any kills.
like the only thing
doesn't matter.
only thing that's good about that team is that Crow and CJ was a good bow duo.
Crow and CJ. Oh yeah, they're both really good at bow.
But like
Thanks.
But like in terms of team balancing, there isn't much you can do. Where like if you gotta move CJ to another team, like would you rather have like CJ with like Fruit Logic or with like Bolt or Zebra? Like there really isn't like a perfect balancing. I think there really was a lack of like lower tier player in this season, which made it really hard to balance.
Okay, so
Mark
I'm
Buboy
leaning
didn't deserve
towards
this.
keeping it like way more than
you